Hi, Matt Goodson from Matt Goodson Bridle Horses. Today we got just a little clip for you about steering your horse around. It's taken me going and showing cow horses to understand just how important steering is. And the reason I say that is because when you get into your fence work portion of it and you got to be running as fast as your horse can go down the fence and turn right with that cow, you need to just be able to pull those hands and hopefully that horse will follow that cow. So I think we've all seen it, whether it be maybe say a barrel racing horse that's run by a barrel and they don't turn, or the cow horse that's run long on the fence. Or I've seen it, when you're out ranching and you'll be tracking after a calf to rope it and the calf ducks off and your horse, you can't really get them to steer very good and they keep going straight. So I think in most phases of Western riding, steering's maybe more important than what we think it is. But I'm going to kind of show you a little deal here today that I use sometimes to warm up and kind of get this horse paying attention to me. And it's a little bit mechanical, but I think it helps kind of stand that horse up and get them thinking about you and steering. And we've all seen ideally when I go show, I want to just bring those hands and that horse stand up on his own. But we've all seen where you go like that and it jerks the head to the outside and the inside shoulder kind of dumps off. So we're going to steer this horse around here for a minute at the lope and kind of see. I'll kind of show you how I might go about it, and if you've never done it, maybe you should start at a walk or a trot. But we're going to go try to mechanically stand her up a little bit and make sure that she is steering correctly. All I do is just go along here straight, preferably on a loose rein. And then when I steer, I just pick this inside rein kind of up and steer, and then we go straight again. And I'd pick that inside hand up and I'd steer over here. We're not going anywhere particular, which is why I say it kind of gets these horses thinking about you, because there's no set pattern. You get out here and start loping a bunch of circles, the horse starts leaning and falling in or falling out or getting bored or so on and so forth. Here there's no set deal. I just pick her up. If she steers good and not real stiff, then I'll let her out of it. Well, let's say I go over here and steer and she's she's leaning on this hand. Maybe I just pick her up and steer her around a little bit more. You can see her head jumping up and down, so that tells you there was some stiffness there. And I just kept steering until she was soft. And then come over here, she kind of jumps into it. So we'll stand her back up, steer around in another circle, and let her out of it. She gets out of it when she's soft. If she just jumps at it, then there's no getting out of it for her. What I want to be able to do is eventually just steer like this, but see how, if I'm just steering like this, see how she starts leaning way down in? So that's why I'm picking that inside rein up, trying to stand her up and get her to start standing up better. She's kind of squirrely there. Start standing up and being a little straighter with her body and using her body to the best of its ability. Now when I steer, I don't steer them very fast and I don't jerk them around. I just pick that inside rein up, steer them, put a little leg on them if you need to. You can see this mare's really fast. This is kind of her bad side, and she's really fast about wanting to just dive over to the left. And so I think doing quite a bit of this for her helps her just slow her down and think about standing up. Now the other thing you can do, if you're going along here, she's already leaning off to the left. Let me set up another turn here. Let's say she's leaning off to the left because she thinks you're going left, and we'll just go right. And it would be opposite. We'd pick the right hand up and go straight again. The whole idea is just to get her steering and standing up and being soft. Now you can see when I steered her that time, her head dropped down quite a bit and she felt quite a bit softer and not so panicky about it. There, she's getting a lot better. And you notice her ears, they're kind of both coming back to me. And that's why I say the mental side of this, if she doesn't know which way I'm gonna go, And so she starts cueing into me more instead of just trying to bulldog through it. We showed this mare here a week or so ago, and it seems like normally when I come home after a show, for her, she's a little spun out and kind of just thinks that since I let her get away with some stuff at the show, that she can do it at home. So we just come back home and try to slow things down for her here at the house. But point of it is, just be slow. Try to get them standing up, paying attention to you. Here she's going off to the left, so we'll just go this way. Pick that right hand up, steer her around. You notice she's kind of wanting to bridle up too, which to me is fine. It'll give it a little bit of prettiness, a little bit of form, if you will. But I'm not worried. There, she kind of panicked and dove again. I'm not worried about her bridling up as much as I am steering the way that I'm going and being soft. Like there, she felt pretty soft about it. So I just do quite a bit of that, just try to get them thinking and guiding and steering. You know, if you just bring your hands just across a few times and they stand up, then that's good enough. But if they're having troubles just falling in, then I just kind of reach up there and pick them up and mechanically help them. So like I said, maybe whether you're barrel racing or maybe heeling in the team roping or going down the fence or whatever it is, that maybe this will help your horse kind of stand up and start guiding a little better. Thanks for watching.